It has been 4 long and very difficult years for me. For such a time has our world not been again blessed by a hot League of Legends champion. On the 10th of October 2013, Jinx was released, and since then, there hasn't been a single champion worth charting up on my waifu list, and I'm not a very picky man. But have a gander at the latest champions released after Jinx, and you shall agree that these champions, they're just not waifu material. The first female champion released after Jinx was Kalista. Literally blue. And that's the first of many problems. Problem number 2. She has maybe B, maybe C cups, and that's just not acceptable. That's just not big enough. The champion after that was Rek'Sai. Tempting. Very tempting. But I'd rather not have my dick end up at 7 inches after she bites half of it off. Next was Kindred. And yes, okay, I admit it. Lamb has the finest ass in all of League of Legends. But she's a combo deal.
Never one
without the other.
And that just ain't my style, you feel? The champion after that was Alawi. A champion that makes me think it's probably more gay to like women. And then after that was Talia, a champion that I'm not even sure is a woman. And lastly, there was Camille. She must be around 100 or 150, so suitable only for retirement home frequenters. And that's unfortunate considering the League player base consists largely of children. Or at least I'm sure it does, considering the way my team acts every goddamn game. Jinx of 2013 represented the cliff edge, and we've just fallen to the bottom, hitting the ground after 4 years. But fret not, and look yonder east to the land of Ionia, and thou shalt see the latest additions. Except, ignore the guy, because he looks fucking... Finally, after all this time, after all this hardship, there it is. A waifuable League of Legends champion.
For 4 years, GWR has traversed the barren wasteland in search of a new waifu. And now his journey has come to an end. Reborn is the age of waifuability. Lo and behold, Exaya.
Those luscious pink lips. Those bright yet deep eyes, and those ears. Those ears! Was it not the great being of the 5th realm that said, and I quote, "She is gorgeous"? And that's exactly right. There's no better way of putting it. Now, I can't deny that the GWR Standards of Waifu Material Guide clearly states, of dreg possession those faint red, ever so deceptive belong, but Exaya is definitely worthy enough to give the one-eyed snake a good old 1-2 handshake of fanatical ferociousness. And just think about the fantastic fan art of potentially erotic content that our local artists are going to come up with this time. That's right, I want to see you guys work hard to get me hard. Of course, I should mention the clear negatives, starting with that lower body with the chicken legs. It's a similar problem that I have with Soraka that makes it a little more difficult to manhandle the ham candle, but like with Soraka, it only makes it a little more difficult. The second negative at first was a big problem for me. They just couldn't introduce the splendor without attaching that extra bundle of chromosomes and slapping me across the face. Rakan, a bane to Exaya, but I've declared their somewhat implied intimacy to be merely non-canon, and that is not debatable. My word is law, and the law states, not debatable. We're only a third way through 2017, halfway through the season, and so I have hope and faith that perhaps Riot can learn from this release. Xayah is a step towards a path of both waifuability, and if they can render out the flaws like bodily deformities,
fuck off, nigga,
and non-canon lore, then perhaps that step towards a path can be a stride into a sprint. Witness a return of hot champs, right? I want to see DDs, E's, F's. I want to see asses that require HOE-DOE-METERs just to measure. Let's look towards the near future for the next steps. Just don't screw up the recipe, and maybe we can walk along the cliff top as we once did. I'm GWR, I'm full mast, and I'm congratulating you, right? I'm patting you on the back, but my eyes drift towards the horizon. Thank you, and goodbye.